Fight fans, this is Chris Guzman with your weekly Thursday night injection of boxing talk. Updates and all-out arguments. This is your Bolo Punch Boxing Hour, brought to you by George Rogie Insurance. It is Thursday night, November the 19th, 2009. We are live from Leg Up Production Studios in Hobart, Indiana, about 30 minutes outside of downtown Chicago. Emil Soda-Popinski Kakabine on the left side of your screen. Mo, what is going on with you?
Not much, man. Basically got released from my doctor. I still have permanent restrictions and everything for my shoulder, but it's pretty exciting that I'm basically done with workman's comp now. So I'll drink to that. Give me another drink.
Applesauce at the bottom. So.
Oh, that's good for me. I like it chew with my beer.
And
what? I'm wearing a Manny Pacquiao shirt, so you know I watched the fight this weekend.
I'm glad that you watched the
fight. We were planning on watching it together. My wife ended up finding out basically the night before that she had to work. You don't want the chewy stuff? I was trying to make sure you got it. That's the good. It's like the end of the cigar. You get the buzz off that part.
Timmy, producer Patterson. Is he okay?
He's all right, man.
All right.
9.2 rating on this.
On the right side of your screen, Nestor Garza Romero returns. Nestor, what's going on with you, man?
Nothing. I got over a really bad cold or flu that I had last week, and actually, it's everything's cool this week. It's kind of slow at work. A little slow. But other than that, it's been all right.
Selling cars, pimping hoes,
financing cars. No, nothing about pimping hoes.
No.
Timmy's going to the doctor tomorrow. He's going back to work on Monday.
He's not going back to work.
Negative.
I know he's working the computer fine over there. I think he can come back to work.
He can work the computer fine with his right hand. At least. Timmy, how can our listeners get in touch with us tonight? How are you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. I do go to the doctor tomorrow, and if I get released, I'm getting a new doctor. I'll tell you that. You go in with a sling on your
Can't have that.
And then you get released to go to work. It's time to get a new doctor. So,
okie doke.
But hit us up on the hotline 219-743-9743. Yahoo Instant Messenger is up and running. Keyword Bolo Punch Box Hour. But the best way to reach us is in the chat room via Ustream.tv.
All right. Who do we need to say hello to?
Nobody. I'm just kidding. I haven't looked yet.
That's awesome, dude. Thank you for that. There ain't no one listening.
Ain't nobody listening.
Pretty exciting fight this weekend, though, between Cotto and Pacquiao.
Oh, maybe, perhaps. Just a touch, yeah. I mean, we're going to be talking about it in the next segment, but really what this means. Now, I mean, we're nowhere near the first or even the 15th piece of media that is stating, for the record, that Pacquiao beat Miguel Cotto by 12th round TKO last Saturday night. But maybe we can give you some unique views here, because what does that fight really mean? What if he were to retire right now? If Pacquiao were to stop fighting right now, he already is a first round pick into the Hall of Fame. In my mind, he's got to be up to top 20, possibly even top 15 fighter of all time.
He made $120 million on this fight.
I'm sorry, what?
He made $120 million on this fight, so he's definitely not hurting for money.
Top
definitely
15? You would actually think there's 14 or 13 fighters ahead of. I mean, are you making him 15, or where would you rank him?
Chris doesn't have I don't have a list in front of me, so I
don't have a list in front of me.
I mean, in your mind, I mean, your boxing knowledge is pretty extensive.
I
think this is a pretty good thing for us to talk about as far as where he would rank in, let's say, the top 15 or top 20 fighters that we can think of.
Well, your nickname is the Topic Buster. You love doing that.
Oh, I do.
You love doing that.
I think it's fun. I mean,
no,
I think it's a fun argument.
It's just not going to happen right now.
Damn it!
I want to wet their whistle at home so that we can discuss this a little bit later.
Well, let's talk about what's in the future for him. Then
what does this fight really mean for him if he does not retire?
Which he's not. Why would he?
Obviously, he's not going to retire. So what guarantee do we have that he's ever going to fight Mayweather, and for what kind of money split?
And
win.
Or would Mayweather
Well,
fight?
they asked him a bunch of times, basically, at the in the post-fight interview, which I didn't get to see. I just heard from basically Floyd Mayweather's mouth that he said that they asked him 3 times whether he was going to fight him, and he gave 3 different answers. And the closest they got to him actually fighting Mayweather is he said, you're going to have to talk to my promoter, Bob Arum, to find out what I'm going to do in my next fight, which is kind of a constant answer you're going to get from everybody.
That's a good boxer answer. I'm a team player. I don't decide who I fight.
Yeah.
Aram decides who I fight. I can play nice.
It's
with
a
others.
business. I'll fight whoever they tell me I need.
Exactly. And I'll be honest, Mayweather does the exact same garbage.
Oh, yeah.
After his fight. On. You think he didn't bring up any names after he beat Marquez? He didn't bring up any names.
Well, he wanted to bring up Pacquiao, I think, but he got the mic.
You think he does anything he wants to do?
The mic got taken away from him because he was pissed
crying.
off. He was pissed off that Sugar St. Mosley jumped in the ring with him.
And Max Kellerman
said
sort of stopped him from talking.
Well, yeah, because he got pissed off. He got pissed off about Shane being in there, and then
I would too, though. I've never seen Shane do something low class, and that was bordering on low class.
Yeah.
And I mean, Mayweather complained about that. He goes, Pacquiao got to do his interview afterwards. Nobody jumped in the ring and disrespected him. But then you go, well, Floyd, you kind of do that to yourself too. You want to be WWE style over here. That's what they do. You know, you make yourself out to be the bad guy all the time. And he's not. I mean, I don't.
Who said that to him?
That's what. No, I like.
Oh, that's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were quoting a press conference. Okay.
No, but that's what he
He
does.
definitely does. He wants that. He wants to be the guy in the black cowboy hat.
Yeah. So that's. I mean, he brings a. I don't know if, honestly, if I was him, I wouldn't fight Pacquiao right now. You think Pacquiao's gonna lose?
You're going to ruin
If
this nice warm hot tub that I'm in right now. You're going to ruin this beautiful dream I'm in the middle of, that fights that matter are starting to happen during a time period when it's interesting.
Yeah. Well,
I don't care about Bernard Hopkins fighting Roy Jones in 2010. That means nothing to me. I want to see prime, young, undefeated Floyd.
The fight that you're looking at now is Floyd Mayweather against Shane Mosley, which is a fight that if that would have happened,
no, Berto's fighting Shane.
Well,
Berto's fighting Shane in January. You think Shane's gonna fight Floyd now?
Yeah. Here's what better happen, guys. You guys, boxing better start putting these matches together. They better keep putting them together because they've been doing it for the last year or so, and boxing, to me, has been on the rise a little bit. If not, boxing's going to go from the front page to the back page, and if it doesn't keep putting the fights together that the fans want to see, it's going to go all the way to the classified section. So they better get the fights together that the fans want to watch.
Well, the thing is...
Yeah.
Well, and
that's what I'm saying.
Do we need to take our break?
Got 2 minutes.
Kind of what I'm saying is that fight, it's very close to happening. I mean, those two guys are... I mean, Shane jumped in the ring for a reason on Floyd's fight. So he wanted to fight him. That fight's getting closer to happening, closer than it's ever been. When they were in their prime and never really took off. That's where...
Fine. It's not even guaranteed Shane's gonna, still be a champion.
When Shane was in his prime. Floyd's just getting out of his prime now. He's,
How do we know Berto's not gonna beat Shane, and then Shane's not even gonna be, in this conversation in 6 months?
Then when you look... well, we don't.
Okay, there we go.
But right now would be Pacquiao. Pacquiao and Mayweather would be the super fight that everybody wants to see. And they're not going to make as much money if they wait. Is what I'm saying.
No.
It's going to slowly...
You have to hit while the iron's hot. People are ready for that fight yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
They're ready for it yesterday.
They were ready for it the day after Pacquiao beat Cotto.
Well, they were ready for...
And the way it looked, Pacquiao could have gone into the ring with Floyd, and it wouldn't have made much of a difference.
Well, they were ready for Floyd to fight Cotto as well.
You know what I'm worried about?
Floyd passed on that.
You know what I'm worried about? And I want Tim in on this, too. If Pacquiao fights Cotto, and one of them wins...
Or you mean Mayweather? Or you talking
pardon me. If Pacquiao fights Mayweather in the next year, and one of them wins decisively, isn't it like the video game? Just the credits roll, it's over. Isn't everything building towards these two guys fighting one another? And when it happens, the sport just retires itself. It's done.
Hopefully, it's not a lopsided fight. Hopefully, it's a close fight. Then you get three or four out of it.
Like a Pacquiao-Hatton fight.
We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna take our first break of the night. We'll be right back with with some in-depth talk about Pacquiao against Cotto. This is your Bolo Punch box.